Hi everybody, I wanted to jump on here really quickly and talk about everything you need to know about this David case. Because this case is moving at the speed of life. It is trending right now and it's just the hot topic. Now before we get started, you need to know that his name is David, D-A-V-I-D, but he spells it D and then the number 4, V-D. And that's his stage name. His real name is David, spelled the normal way, David Anthony Burke. So on September 8th, 2025, in a Tesla, a body was found in the trunk. Now, because of the way the Teslas are made, it's a front trunk, which would usually be where your engines are, but this was a trunk. And the car was registered to David. The story went super duper viral. That's when Celeste, that's the person in the trunk, her name is Celeste Rivas. Her parents saw it on the news, said that they think that this is their daughter. That's when the police realized that yes, this was Celeste Rivas. She was also identified by the tattoo on her finger, which was an identical tattoo that David had. Now, according to the missing reports, Celeste was last seen in Lake Elsinore. And Lake Elsinore is right outside in the middle between Los Angeles and San Diego County. And it's pronounced Lake Elsinore. A lot of people had trouble pronouncing that. The police are reporting that the car had been abandoned and had been there for at least 7 days. Also, the police are reporting that the body was in advanced decomposition. Also, the neighbors were saying on the news that they smelled a very pungent smell coming from the car. If you've been around a decomposing body, you know what that smell smells like. It's awful. The police released a statement saying that they're treating this case as if it's a death investigation, and even the cause of death hasn't been determined yet. So in other words, not only has David not been arrested yet, he's not even listed as a person of interest. They're also saying that he is cooperating with the police. They also said that a search warrant was released to a house that he stayed in the Hollywood Hills. It was a rental. He did not own the house. They're saying that they discovered evidence at the home but didn't say exactly what it was. Now let's talk about the rumors going around on the internet. They're saying that the minute it came on the news that the body was discovered, he canceled a concert in Seattle. Now to the average person, this is no big deal, but according to the internet, and that's all that matters, okay people, what the internet is saying, that it's a pure sign of guilt and supposedly he went into a panic. Also in the rumor mill, they're saying that they have DNA, surveillance footage, vehicle usage logs, phone and GPS data, and they got this all from the house that they raided in the Hollywood Hills. Now another thing that the internet is talking about is what kind of artist he was. He didn't go through a record company to become famous. He got famous by uploading his songs, his music to SoundCloud and YouTube. And that just goes to show the average person, you don't need a record company anymore. You can do it yourself through YouTube and SoundCloud. If you go to his YouTube channel, oh my God, he was pulling in 3 million views, 33 million views, like unbelievable numbers, which means he has a lot of money. He also came across really dark on his YouTube channels. A lot of the songs were made about Celeste where he would actually say her name. I would say the weirdest thing I came across is he had a video called Romantic Homicide. Now that's just eerie and creepy. Now according to the rumors, this song was made when she was still alive. And it makes me wonder, was this shit premeditated? You just happen to have a song called Romantic Homicide? Eerie, 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 okay? And it also makes me wonder, is Celeste his one and only victim? I don't know, time will tell. Now get this, they're saying during his concerts, there was an area that he allowed fans to go to with a coffin and pens and papers, and you could write to dead loved ones.
Now, why the fuck would the artist do that?
There are are also text messages roaming around the internet. Now, supposedly these text messages took place in a Discord. And in the Discord, he admitted that he met her when she was 12 and he was 17. Ooh, it's like 12? What would any 17-year-old want with a 12-year-old? There's also rumors floating around the internet that she had a sister, an older sister, and the sister pimped her out to David. And not like he called a escorting service and said, bring me over a 12-year-old. They're saying she was 12, they knew he was interested, and the sister was like, you better go make your money. Also, there's this picture floating around the internet where he's definitely with Celeste, and it looks like they're on some kind of a speaker called, and if you look in the corner, it says it's 3:51 a.m. Now, if this photo turns out to be legit, number one, that's pretty late for a teenager to be hanging out. And did your parents know about this? It's a lot. It's a lot. It raises a lot of questions. And there's also this video floating around the internet where it appears that David and Celeste were with each other. People are saying that it looks like he's trying to keep her away from the camera. There are also rumors on the internet that he is losing sponsors. They're saying that Crocs and Hollister's removed him from their new ad campaign. They're also saying that there's a Colombian singer, her name is Kali Uchis, that she did a collaboration with him and she took that video down. She said, we only did a collab. I didn't know him in any other kind of way. And can you blame her? I wouldn't want my name tied to his mess, okay? This is just a mess. And so I don't blame the Colombian singer. Now, that's just my opinion because I would have did the same exact thing. But a lot of other people are saying, wait a minute here. He hasn't been named as a suspect. He hasn't been named as being tied to this situation. Here goes the internet again, convicting someone without just cause. And they definitely have enough information to arrest him. And my response to that is, yeah, that's a huge possibility. But to me, it looks like the police are dotting every I and crossing every T. I think they want to make sure that beyond a reasonable doubt, this is the person that committed this heinous crime. So let's stop complaining. Let's let the police do what they got to do while at the same time letting the internet do what we got to do. And that includes down in my comments section. I want to know what you guys think. This is just such a hot story right now. Also, here's a clip of him singing that creepy ass song, Romantic Homicide.
Hello, my name is David, pronounced David, not D4VD. I'm from Queens, New York. I'm in Houston now. I am a gamer. I love video games. I wanted to be a professional gamer before music. That's actually what pushed me into music, was getting copyright strikes on YouTube. And I kind of just used my own music in my montages after my mom told me to, because I was crying to her about it. And now we're here. Well, how I created Romantic Homicide is basically like every other song in my sister's closet with the Apple earbuds and an app called BandLab on my phone, just going through instrumentals and letting them tell me what needs to be said on them, and basically just going from there. And then I write to contextualize the stories that I tell. I'm scared. It feels like you don't care. Enlighten me, my dear. Why am I still here? I don't mean to be complacent with the decisions you made, but why? In the back of my mind, you died, and I didn't even cry. No, not a single tear.